Oh my goodness. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ghostiie channel. Now today we are going to be investigating our second myth. Now recently I was messaged on Discord by someone by the name of Hocka. And I decided to look into his myth, and his game is still pretty much in development as his family is moving in. But I am super excited to review this as we've been going back and forth, and I'm going to be interviewing him and meeting with his family. So today we are investigating the Hocka family, their story, and game. Now, make sure to subscribe to Ghostiie and turn the notification bell on so you never miss another amazing myth. I am so excited to do this one, so let's jump right into it. So first of all, he doesn't have much information. His name is Hocka. I'm assuming he's a very new myth. These might be his family people, so I can join him in his game. Alright. Also, just a side note, I have the earbuds out for the intro and outro, just so I don't get that glitchy noise, but I will have my earphones in so you can get a clear noise for the actual gameplay. Alright, so he's at the Hocka household, and it is time to join. I am so nervous. On a side note, I will also be trying as much as I can to explain what's happening in chat. And if anything, I will try and get screenshots and show them. But we're going to see how this goes for our first myth interview on the Ghostiie channel. Okay, join game. Oh. Alright. There he is. Hello. So it says, okay, won't be long. Okay, John, stop, son, we're fine. Okay, I'm just gonna say, nice place. He said hi. May I come in? May I come in? Alright. Seems pretty normal. Yes, you may. Alright. So, very basic. Many things. Okay, so first of all, we have upside down crosses. Alright. It's got me nervous. Okay, so upside down crosses. I'm deciding not to mention that yet. So I see you are still moving in. Yes. So who is in your family? So, has a kid and wife. Alright. Are they going to come? Alright, so the wife is in jail. You just yelled, "Shut up, Jack." Okay, this is taking kind of a turn. I lost my son a few years back. I'm so sorry. He talks to me to calm me down. Is he a ghost? Can you see him? Okay. So we can see him. Why do you yell at him? So his son put his wife in jail. Alrighty. How so? He called the police on my wife for some reason. Has your wife had a history of getting in trouble or committing crimes? Yes. How so? She tried to summon something with bodies. Oh, okay. So, like a sacrifice, I assume? Let me ask if it's like a sacrifice. Yes. Oh. And I guess Sun was right. Okay, she's unstable. How did your son die? Oh, okay. So his son is definitely a sensitive topic. But it seems like his son contributes to all his feelings. Well, is there anything else you want to tell me? I have a brother. May move in soon. Oh, you may now leave. Are you okay? You. For now. All right. Thank you for talking. Goodbye. Okay. That was definitely interesting. So there wasn't a whole lot of information, but we did get some family backstory. So I think we should move on to our notes. Alrighty, so I have gathered some theories, some facts, and some questions from the notes I took, and I am ready to hop right into them and explain them all to you. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of information from this entire interview, but I'm going to try and explain it to you the best I can. Also, on another side note, I know it was kind of hard to understand the conversation going on between us, but I will try and explain it best I can with all these notes. So let's start with the theories. So one theory is they are a sacrilegious family. So they have the upside down crosses on the walls. The wife definitely does sacrifice things, possibly worships demons. She's unstable, so it's definitely a possibility that the whole family could be that way. I'm not really sure. Also, John doesn't seem like the sacrilegious type, but since his wife's in jail and they just moved in, he put up the upside-down crosses on the walls by choice. Our last very vague theory, but just a thought that I collected in my mind, is his son may have been a sacrifice and was trying to get help from the police as he was being sacrificed by his mom. But when the police arrived, he could have been already dead, but the police knew that he was sacrificed, and it's a very, very, very dark theory. But maybe because John loves them both so much, it's hard for him to talk about how his beloved wife sacrificed their child. It's a really complicated, messed up, and dark theory. That's just a random thought, but I'm throwing it out there. Next, let's move on to the facts. So the facts are the wife is definitely unstable. She was thrown in jail, she's committed crimes, she's done bad things in the past. Second is John can definitely see his son and talk to him, as he was communicating with him throughout this entire interview, and for some reason kept yelling at him, which I'm not really sure why. Next is John is definitely just moving in with his daughter. The house is very bare. There's not much in the house yet. It's very simple, but we will see where that progresses. And his son is definitely a sensitive topic, as every time I kind of brought it up, he would yell and scream at me, like, why do you want to know? Okay. Finally, the questions. So one, is John sacrilegious, and does he worship demons? He seemed pretty normal, but at the same time, he hung up the upside-down crosses by choice, and then he has this whole wife that was thrown in jail, but he never stopped the wife from doing all these things, even though he knew it was happening, I assume. Next is, who is John's brother? Because randomly at the end, when I asked him, is there anything else you want to tell me, he said, I have a brother who may be moving in soon. So I don't know who he is. I got absolutely no details on him, but we shall see. Next is, why does he let his wife lead a life of crime? Is it because he loves her? Is it because he's afraid of her? Which is just kind of a random question. And why does his wife worship demons? Like, why does she do this? What is the whole backstory behind their family and their wife? Because we don't learn a lot about her other than she is in jail and she does do sacrifices. And our final question is, why was he in such a rush to, get me out? At the end, he was like, okay, you can leave now. And I was like, all right. So that could just be the way he was ending it, or it could be something more. I'm not really sure. That's pretty much it, and I will see you in the outro. Woohoo! Outro time. So I do have a couple of things to bring up. So one of them is, I am aware that this seemed very hard to follow. I wasn't able to show chat, and it was very confusing. I was talking very low, but once again, this was my first interview, and I will try and improve in the future. So I'm really sorry if it was hard to follow. I tried to explain it best I could in the notes. Our second thing is, do you all want to see a part 2 of this? So I can see this becoming a bigger thing, and I'm aware that the buildings and how it was all very simple, everything was just developed today, so it's so new. So I can't blame any of it for being less or anything. But I thought it was a good put-together story, and it was interesting and mysterious, and we still don't have all the details that I would like to know. So let me know if you want a part 2 in the future when the myth gets more developed. That is pretty much all. Let me know if you have any of your own theories. Please discuss them in the comments. I'm also going to take constructive criticism on better filming and better techniques and all of that snazz for down in the comments below. And if you just want to talk or give me a message, then go ahead and we can discuss all our myth theories and everything in the comments below. That is pretty much all, and subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and thank you for all the views on the last video. Also, shout out of the day, actually I do have him here. Shout out of the day goes to Sitkins. He introduced me to a myth called Juggly Jinx, and I was going to film a video on him, but I didn't have a lot of information. But huge thanks to him for actually bringing up the myth to me, because now I know about him, and I might do a video on him in the future if I get more information. And we've just been conversing in the comments, and he was very super nice. Also a fellow Roblox myth hunter too. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, and I will see you all in the next myth. Bye!